Junto Nakatani has officially announced that he'll be going to 122, moving up, vacating 118. You know what this means. It's time to see who's the baddest man in Japan. The monster versus the monster slayer. It's
about to go down.
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. If I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Talk family? Welcome back to your favorite boxing news channel, Dr. Boxing Talker. We are back for another YouTube video. Banger, man. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I don't know what time it is. A doctor's in the house, man. So check this out. But before we get to it, let's go ahead and smack that like button. Let's do it together. Appreciate you. That's how we keep going and growing on this thing. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to grow, baby. So let's get there. But look, we have news coming from the recently unified Ring Magazine champion at 118 Bantamweight division. That'd be none other than Japan's champion, Junto Nakatani. He has said that he's going to be moving to 122. Now, of course, we saw this coming for a little minute now, but he has finally committed to it. And, you know, he was contemplating trying to go for and pursue undisputed at 118, which selfishly, I'm not gonna lie, I wish he would have did that, because I think he could have beat the WBO champion Yoshiki Takei and the current WBA champion Antonio Vargas, but it didn't seem like those fights are coming up quickly, and so he decided to move up to 122. And you know, he's pretty accomplished at 122. He's pretty accomplished at 118 already. He's already the default best at 118 because he is unified. His last fight was against the former IBF champion, undefeated countryman Ryosuke Nishida, you know, also Japanese. So that fight was good, and Junto Nakatani stopped him, gave him his first defeat, and he successfully was the unified champion and the Ring Magazine champion at 118. So you could kind of look at that as a job well done, and that he dominated his field. He was the most accomplished there, and he looked the best while doing it. So moving up to 122 is great, because now we finally get to see the showdown potentially that we want to see between him and Naoya Inoue, you know, the top pound for pound talent. So I love to see this, man. I think this fight is great, and they're saying that it could potentially happen in May of 2026. That's what we're anticipating, right? And we already announced that, so the dates aren't really new. We already knew that, but still, business needs to be handled as far as Naoya Inoue successfully defending against MJ Akhmadaliev in September, and then potentially moving on to fight in December David Allen Picasso Romero. Now, that's not definitive, but that's what we think the plan is. And then after that, move on to Junto Nakatani in May. Now, Junto Nakatani has some business to handle as well, because number one, he has to get acclimated to the new weight class, 122, which is 4 pounds above where he's currently at, 118. It's not too big of a deal, but still, you know, you want to make sure you familiarize yourself with that weight division before you jump in there with Naoya Inoue, somebody like that, right? So he already has a frame at 5'8". He already has a frame to really fill out and be successful at the weight class. So it's just about him getting his feet wet and fighting and doing so. And so they also made an announcement about that and said that we could anticipate him coming back in the fall. So that's great right there too. So we'll see him later on in the fall, or maybe even in the early winter. So we'll see how that goes, man. An opponent is yet to be determined, of course, but that'd be great, man. Naoya Inoue at Junto Nakatani at 122, who I call the Monster Slayer, potentially go out and fight the monster. And Naoya Inoue, I'm looking forward to this fight, man. I've always looked forward to this fight. I've been telling people for the longest. People used to talk trash to me. I've been saying this for about a year and a half, almost 2 years, that I think that Junto Nakatani would beat Naoya Inoue, and I think he'll beat Bam Rodriguez too. But that's no disrespect to any of those three. It's all great fights between those three. You know, I'm just going with Big Junto. You feel me? That's just my preference. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Are you excited for this move? Who do you think will win? Are you picking Junto or Naoya Inoue? And also, who do you think his first opponent should be if you're Junto Nakatani at 122? I feel like there's quite a few options, so I'll be satisfied with anybody. You know, it's a debut at a new weight class. You know, contrary to what people think, they think every fight has to be a big fight. I don't think that. I don't care if your Boots moving to 154 for the first time for your debut, or your Junto Nakatani moving to 122 for the first time in your debut. It'll be great for it to be a recognizable name, but it doesn't have to be a title fight right away. Like, come on now. So I highly doubt that Junto Nakatani's fight, well, obviously it won't be for a title, because Naoya Inoue has all the titles, but I don't know if it'll be anybody recognizable by the general public, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see how it goes, man. Appreciate y'all rocking. Don't forget to smack that like button. But most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.